Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Franchise Hockey Manager video here on the channel. I'm Mark, or More Gaming, you know. I realized a couple things in the last episode. I realized that quality was way shitty. I didn't realize it was going to be like that. Hopefully I do it better this time, and yeah. And the reason why, and while doing like the editing or whatever in the video, I realized why my, thing cut off in the middle, like right where I was typing in the name. Yeah, I have keybinds to start recording and stop recording and stuff like that. But I realized that key recording was literally me when I was recording and looking back at the footage. I'm like, what? And then I realized what I did. I'm like, oh, like more or less my keybind is Shift and R to start recording and Shift and R to stop recording. So, all in the middle of the recording, when I was typing the R for Runnymede, I'm like, oh crap. And I realized afterwards, that we kind of messed up the recording. But hey, let's just hope I do it better this time and better quality. So let's get back into it. All right, we last left off February 11th, 2018, and right now it looks like the Bruins are actually doing well. Nice. Um, so let's continue on looking for another job. Not another job. Let's continue on looking for a job. Woohoo! Oh my! It looks like in Edmonton, Peter Chiarelli, his job's in jeopardy. Could that possibly mean a good thing for us? I guess we'll see. And since it's Edmonton, I'm sorry, G. And the very next day in game, GM Chiarelli gets pink slip from Edmonton, and he gets replaced by Russ Farwell. Looks like he was the Seattle Thunderbirds general manager up until this point. Congratulations, Mr. Farwell. Hopefully you'll do better than Chiarelli. And it looks like already Todd McClellan's job's in jeopardy because he's got a record of 20, 31, and 7. Yikes. Not good, Edmonton. Not good. And a couple in-game days later, yay, Todd McClellan has been coaching his final game with the Edmonton Oilers. And their new coach is Scott Housen. It looks like a very relatively new reputation, known internationally. Wow, we're known we're known internationally too. Aw, let's hope we get a good job offer. Right before I show you this next clip, I'm cutting in here to say, yeah, this is one of those storylines that makes me want to just or bust out laughing. Sorry, I can't think of the word or phrase. So, as you can see right on the screen, Anaheim players reinstating Team Kangaroo Court. What the hell? There had been talk of several members of the Ducks reinstating the long-dormant Kangaroo Court in the team's dressing room. What the hell? There's too much horsing around and too many unwritten rules getting broken. Someone's got to step up and make the guys accountable again, said team leader Kevin Bieksa with a wide smile on his face. I'm nominating myself as the judge, jury, and executioner, and his leadership has been improved. Hmm. So random stories like that always get me tripped up because it's like, hey, it's a icy kangaroo. It's gonna be like fighting over a pet kangaroo, and then it's like, oh, it's actually, oh, damn. Speaking of interesting news stories, someone got busted. John Gibson pays for mishap. A lot of shit's going down in Anaheim. Apparently, the Anaheim Kangaroo Court is really in effect. Youngster John Gibson was fined by Judge Bieksa for seemingly harmless infraction of stepping on the team logo in the middle of the locker room floor. That's a big no-no, Bieksa said. Come on, you should know better than that. Walk around the logo. Other teammates agreed as Gibson hung his head in shame and grudgingly forked over the money. Let this serve as a lesson, added Bieksa. Don't mess with the Kangaroo Court or you will pay. Bieksa's loyalty has improved. And it looks like John Stevens could be out as the Los Angeles Kings coach. Ooh, let's keep an eye on that one. Okay, looks like we have a job offer. But first, time is running out for Gulutsan. Oh, the head coach, Dan Gulutzan. Wow, I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that at first. Rumor has it that he could be out. Um, Buffalo has claimed Kevin Miller. What the hell? Jonathan Bernier will miss 3 weeks after injuring himself during a recent pizza outing with teammates. After dropping a plate off the table, the Predator goalie reached down to pick it up. His chair slid out from under him, causing to fall, leaving him with a bruised tailbone. What? I'm as dumbfounded as you guys probably are. But the Nice, most people would think nice, but since I know it's the French league, um, the Nice Eagles have offered me a job contract. They really don't look like they have anything like impressive or anything like that. So they would only offer me 2K. So unfortunately, I'm going to decline that. Come on, hit the home screen for the National Hockey League so I don't get stuck with that stupid color scheme. Hey, that's better as we continue to simulate. Oh, the complete irony. Barry Trotz may be fired. Yeah. Low key, if they knew what happened in real life, yeah, nah, you might not want to fire the Trots. Alrighty, it is March 18th, 2018, and the Swift Current Broncos want to sign me. They are currently 23, 45, and 4 in the Western Hockey League, which puts them absolutely dead last. As compared to the Regina Pats, 53, 14, and 5. Holy shit. Anywho, the Swift Current Broncos. What kind of prospects do they have? They have Barlage, okay, and they have okay, they do have Alexi Heponiemi. Okay, he's got a Niemi. He's not good. Anywho, um, love you, Niemi. Anywho, negotiate offer 88 for 2 seasons. It's tempting. It's tempting, but I want to continue just to see if I get anything better, like an AHL or like first division kind of hockey, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stanley Cup playoffs. As you can tell, it's a bit different. In the Western Conference, we have the Vancouver Canucks and the Dallas Stars. And in the second game, we have the Predators versus the St. Louis Blues. In the Out West series, we have Minnesota versus Anaheim, which is, I think, going to be a good series. And we have Calgary versus San Jose. In the Eastern Conference, we have Ottawa and the Boston Bruins. Taking on the other division, the Tampa Bay Lightning are taking on the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, the last two groups: Toronto versus Columbus and Carolina versus Pittsburgh. This is going to be an interesting playoff series. Also, I'm going to just do this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to see who is the nominees for each one, I will just scroll through them right now. I'm not going to announce it, but this is the nominees for the Hart, the nominees for the Jack Adams, the nominees for the Ted Lindsay, the nominees for the Mark Messier Leadership Award, the nominees for the Lady Bing Trophy, the um, nominees, yes, for the Frank J. Selke, which does not include Patrice Bergeron, the nominees for the Executive of the Year, the nominees for the Calder Trophy, the nominees for the Norris, and the nominees for the Vesna. So if you like to see any of the nominees, please stop the video at the one you would like to see, and, well, yeah, let's get on with the playoffs. In the midst of the NHL playoffs, we actually have a job offer from the Kongsvinger Knights of the GET League. The Stavanger Oilers. That's the only team I've ever heard of. Um, the Knights, they finished dead. Oh God, they finished dead last at 10-30. Yeah, and they got no decently potential people. The only saving grace would be money, and only 8,300. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to decline that one. Alrighty, through the first round of the playoffs, the Dallas Stars swept the Vancouver Canucks, the St. Louis Blues swept the Nashville Predators, the Anaheim Ducks beat the Wild. I'm so sorry, Courtney. All the first round exits by a series score of 4-1, and Calgary has beaten San Jose in a 7-game series. Boston beat Ottawa 4-2. 7-game series between Tampa Bay and Montreal, with Montreal coming out on top. Toronto lost the series against Columbus 4-1, and Pittsburgh in this universe is on the road for a three-peat. So, second round matchups: St. Louis versus Dallas, Calgary, Anaheim, Montreal, Boston, as always usual, Pittsburgh, Columbus. This is going to be an interesting playoffs. And something pretty cool, even if you are not a manager of any team, as a member of the Hall of Fame committee, you are entitled to nominate one player for this year's vote. Your fellow committee members have already submitted their nominees. Yours is the only one remaining. This year's nominees so far are John Latvala, Marco Tulola. I am terrible with European names. Arto Janavainen, Chris Chelios, Pierre Turgeon, Martin Brodeur, Jeremy Roenick, Bernie Nichols, Vincent Tampus, Brenda Moore, Doug Moens, Danny Alfredson, Sergei Gonchar, Matthew Snyder, Theo Fleury, Dave Taylor, and Gary Suter. The research committee has suggested a list of the remaining possibilities for you to consider. Please, which one would you like to add? Honestly, I've always been a Keith Kachuk fan, so I'm going to select him. And continuing on. Alrighty, I was going to stop the simulation anyway because it is the end of the second round, but it looks like we have a job offer from Tokohu Free Blades in the Asian Ice Hockey League. They look like they have absolutely nobody. 2K for 2 seasons. I'm going to have to politely reject that. I'm going to go back to the NHL real quick. Um, The Boston Bruins beat the Canadiens 4-1. Sorry, Steve. And the Pittsburgh Penguins have defeated the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1 also. So to be Pittsburgh versus Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals again. Let's hope it's like 2013, 2011? With no, 2013. Dallas Stars have defeated the St. Louis Blues in 7 games, and the Anaheim Ducks basically ran rampant over Calgary 4-1. So it's Dallas versus Anaheim and Pittsburgh versus Boston in the Eastern and Western, respectively, conference finals. Alrighty, we have reached the conference. We've already reached the conference finals. Good job, Mark. Anywho, we've reached the Stanley Cup final. The Anaheim Ducks have won the series 4-1. They've won each of their series 4-1. And the Boston Bruins are going back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 2013 by defeating the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-3. So it'll be the Boston Bruins versus the Anaheim used to be Mighty Ducks. History. There we go. The history of the. Okay, that's not what I really wanted, but I wanted to know team history. Oh, team. I was trying to see like. Okay, I guess not. I was trying to see like anything like Stanley Cup history, anything like that. I know Anaheim last won it in 2000. Oh, what was it? 2000. It was against the New Jersey Devils. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say 02, 02, 03, or 04. I can't remember which one, but I know it was one of those 3 years. I'm also going to look it up after this, and I'm going to be extremely happy if I actually got that correct. So the good news is I got it half right. They were in the Stanley Cup in 2002, 2003 season. They lost to the New Jersey Devils. They eventually won it in the 2006, 2007 Stanley Cup. So there's your little fact of the day if you did not know that. So, in between the Stanley Cup, we have our Hall of Fame vote. Please cast your ballot for round 1 of this year's Hall of Fame voting. You can select up to 4 or none at all. Obviously, I'm going to choose Keith Kachuk. I always like Marty Brodeur, Rod Brindamore, and Jeremy Roenick. I'm a little biased towards Philly people, but actually, you know what? JR can go and Alfie can go in. Those are my 4 for the Hall of Fame vote, and let's continue on with the Stanley Cup. My heart has been broken in this 7 game, and by a score of 4-2, the 2017-18 Stanley Cup Finals have come to a close, leaving the Anaheim Duck fans popping champagne in the TD Garden, and Boston fans turning their hopes towards next season. The Ducks stopped the Bruins to win the Stanley Cup today at TD Garden. Afterwards, the Ducks coach deflected credit for the win. Obviously, the guys were on the ice were the biggest reason we're here right now. He said, "I would also like to thank the front office for having the foresight to put the squad together." Congratulations, Anaheim. With the way you ran through the playoffs, that was just amazing. So, with that being said, happy off season, everybody. The Hart Trophy goes to Victor Hedman. The Conn Smythe, in a losing effort, goes to David Pastrnak. Congratulations. The Vezina has been um, uh, presented to Tuukka Rask. The Norris Trophy has gone to Peter Langelo. The Calder has gone to Besser. Executive of the Year went to Jim Neal of the Dallas Stars. The Frank J. Patrice Bergeron Selke Trophy has gone to Patrick Eaves. Vladimir Tarasenko has got the Maurice Richard with 52 goals. Impressive, actually. Tyler Seguin wins the Art Ross. Patrice Bergeron wins the plus minus award. Yay? Alrighty then. Carey Price wins the Roger Crozier Saving Grace Award. There were some games when he was playing better than I seen him, but okay. Congratulations. Uh, Sergei Bobrovsky takes home the Jennings Trophy. Eric Carlson is your Lady Bing. Zetterberg wins the Bill Masterson. Jonathan Toews gets the Mark Messier Leadership Award. Victor Hedman is the Ted Lindsay. Ken Hitchcock is the Jack Adams. And the first and second team of all NHL. Those are the people there. Pause the video if you want to see it. The all-rookie team. Malcolm Subban, Will Butcher, Mikhail Sergachev, Kyle Connor, Matthew Barzal, and Besser. Thank God, I wish they would have did this in real life. The Boston Bruins will not extend the contract of Zdeno Chara. He will become a free agent. And Chris Versteeg is becoming a free agent. So, that will probably end this episode. I don't know how long this has been, but honestly, if you're enjoying this series, the next season will be the... I realize I just messed that up. The next episode will be the off-season. So, if you're excited for that, hit the like button. Yes, I know, I've realized I've said leave a like button, but hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hope you have a great day. See you guys.